Hey, Taurus-Gemini Cusp Collective. Welcome back to Cusp of Roses for your general love message reading. I hope that this live finds you in the highest vibration possible. Thank you guys so much, as always, for all the love that you show here on my channel, through liking, through subscribing, through your donations. I appreciate that as well. And by making sure that that bell notification is active. All right, and as always, I do hope that these weekly readings offer out that love that you guys so freely give me, right on back out to you. So before we get into your love messages here, for anyone who is new, please make sure you read through the description box below. Okay, it's gonna have everything you need to know about me as a reader, what I offer here on YouTube, how to get in alignment with my reading series, how to reach out to me on social media and or through my website for personal readings, and other resources for you to learn more about yourself. Okay, so make sure you guys are checking that out, and welcome to Cusp of Roses. And we'll get into this. Okay, we're going to offer up some gratitude in the now moment, whether that be through affirmations, intentions, prayers, meditation, breath work, maybe a moment of silence or stillness, whatever really feels right for you in the moment there, Taurus Gemini. Go ahead and get started on that. I'm going to do the same, and then we will get into the energy. Thank you so much, Divine, again, for being here with all of us. Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, my ascended ancestors, the ascended masters, and all holy angels, I thank you so much for being here with Taurus-Gemini Cusp Collective Energy here on YouTube, and myself for their general love message reading. I thank you so much, Divine, for clearing my energy and allowing me to channel the most important messages that the Taurus-Gemini Cusp Collective Energy needs to hear in the now moment regarding their love life, whether this is the love connecting to them, the love surrounding them, the love within them, or our romantic energies that are wanting to come forward towards them, or that they're already wrapped up in. I thank you for the clear guidance and clear messages surrounding that. I thank you also for your grace, your love, your mercy, your protection, your peace, and your presence with us now. We love you, and so it is. Alrighty, Taurus Gemini, let's get into this. Alright, and see what we got here. For Taurus Gemini, what love messages do you have for Taurus Gemini, Divine? Ooh, you got soulmate energy right off the bat. Okay, it says the person you are inquiring about is your soulmate. That sense of familiarity and comfort you feel is confirmation. So you're dealing with a soulmate here, Taurus Gemini. No doubt about that. Whoever comes to mind when I say soulmate is who we are connecting with for this reading, okay? Any other love messages regarding this soulmate? Ooh. You got love language, all right? It says learning and understanding each other's love languages are essential to meet each other's emotional needs. So there's something about how this person expresses their love and how you express your love that matches, okay, that complements each other. There may be a little bit of a learning curve for some of you with this soulmate, right? This soulmate might challenge you to do different things that maybe you've never done before when it comes to love or relationships, right? They might have a unique love language to you, or again, there's something about how they receive love, or maybe how you receive love, that offers a nice balance between this person. But I do feel like for some of you, there's like a learning curve. So if this person has a love language of like affection, and Taurus Gemini, you might not be the most affectionate person, not because you don't want to be, but just maybe you've never had the time or the space or the opportunity to explore that side of yourself. It feels like within this soulmate connection, there's that opportunity, there's that door, there's that window to learn more, right? What other love messages are here for Taurus Gemini? Oh, and then you got a new chapter. All right now, Taurus Gemini. This is some good energy. I love to see it. So again, you are working here with a soulmate connected to your soulmate, or you do have a soulmate coming towards you. Again, whoever you're thinking about in the now moment when I do say the word soulmate is who this reading will be about, okay? There is something very unique and important about the love languages that you both speak to one another. I'm getting that music might be a love language for some of you, Taurus Gemini, or something like that. It's like there could be other things outside of, like, I don't know if you guys have ever taken that love language quiz. Like, there are so many other love languages outside of those areas, right? Those are just kind of general categories. But again, it's something about the love languages between you two that play really nicely together with this person. And again, this is a new chapter. So for some of you, most of you, this will be a new person, okay? Someone that has been on your mind. Maybe you're on this person's mind, okay? Take it how it resonates. We'll see what point of view we're working from here. But it says here with the new chapter, a fresh start is always good for everyone. Doors are opening for this new phase within your love life, just like I said here with the love languages. This soulmate connection might offer you the opportunity to explore different parts of your romantic self, okay? Or different ways of being intimate, Taurus Gemini, that maybe you haven't been able to experience or explore with other lovers or other relationships, okay? But again, I definitely feel like, and if I'm speaking to this person that you're connected to, I definitely feel like it's not that you don't want to be, let's say, go back to that example of affection, right? Or physical touch. It's not that you don't want to express your love in that way. It just doesn't come natural to you. But again, it's like wanting to learn, right? Because this says learning and understanding. So there's certain things that this person requires, there's certain things that you require, Taurus Gemini, in order to feel love, in order to have that type of energy, right? Or to kind of sense that from your person or your partner. And it does feel like both of you are open to learning that about one another, okay? Some of you, this could be a fresh start within a soulmate connection that you've already, again, been tethered to, been working through, been working on. Maybe this love language part was a bit difficult. That's what I was saying. It's like something doesn't come naturally to someone here, or both of you, right? But it's how the other interprets love. So it's like wanting to meet that standard for that person, but having to do the work to figure that out, which would then usher in this new chapter energy, new doors opening, okay? A fresh start for both of you, for someone, okay? All right, but let's go ahead and see. Thank you so much, Divine. Tell me more about soulmate, love language, and new chapter for Taurus Gemini. Tell me more about the soulmate, the love languages between them, and what this new chapter is all about for Taurus Gemini. Thank you so much, Divine. Okay, tell me more about this soulmate for Taurus Gemini. What's the love language energy between them? And what this new chapter is all about. Let's see. Who is the soulmate for Taurus Gemini? Ooh. Star energy. Could be an Aquarius. Okay, could be someone who might be, and I'm getting that for some of you, this could be someone who's like in the limelight, someone who's maybe well known in their community. Doesn't have to be necessarily famous or anything like that, but just someone who might be kind of popular here. Tell me more about this soulmate for Taurus Gemini and the star. Ooh, okay, so yeah, this could definitely be somebody in the light. You got the sun, okay? So Aquarius and or Leo energy, if you want to narrow it down to a zodiac. But this is definitely somebody who's in the public eye, someone who has a lot of light that shines around them, okay? Someone, again, who's just destined to be in that realm of life. Or again, this could also be somebody that calls a lot of attention to themselves, and I don't think it's intentional. It's just their vibration. They get a lot of attention wherever they go, right? Eyes follow them all the time. This could be, again, not necessarily someone who could be famous in the sense of well-known as like celebrity, although for some of you it might be, all right? But this is just somebody who attracts a lot of attention. They're very, very attractive, very, very beautiful, very handsome. Again, wherever they go, it's like a light follows them, okay? This would be somebody here, Taurus Gemini, where when they walk in the room, all heads turn, everybody's looking, okay? So it might be hard for them to go incognito, and or even when they're maybe not, again, like I said, trying to call attention to themselves, people notice them, okay? People notice them. Important to mention here that I am picking this up, and this is more of like from an astrology point of view. Aquarius and Leo are 7th house partners, okay? So So again, that would kind of mirror that soulmate energy, that these are two energies that definitely, even though they're opposite, work well with one another. Okay. Tell me more about this soulmate. So you might feel like you're very opposite from this person, I should say. But again, there's something that works really well, the love languages between you two, that might make this connection worthwhile. Tell me more about this soulmate for Taurus Gemini. Yeah, you got the 8 of Swords. Okay. Ooh. Okay, Taurus Gemini, you might be dealing with somebody, and this is what I was saying. I don't think they necessarily see... Okay. Yeah. This person doesn't see themselves as a star or with star quality or, you know, as the sun. It's almost like this person, like I said, if they get a lot of attention, they're none the wiser about it. They don't really see that in themselves. 8 of Swords. Do you know what I mean? It's like they don't take the attention as, oh, I just, you know, whatever. It's like for some of them, they might be kind of self-conscious about how much attention they actually get. So as much as, like I said, this could be someone in the limelight, this could be also somebody who could be, right? But they shy away from it in some way, shape, or form. Like I said, there's something not comfortable. They're not comfortable with that, or they don't seek it. It's not like, oh, I want to be in the forefront. I have to be the center of attention. I don't get that vibe from this person. But again, they have all the energy there, right? The star and the sun. But I don't think they see themselves like that. Or they shy away from it in some way, shape, or form here, okay? Tell me more about this soulmate for Taurus Gemini. Oh, yeah, you got the Judgment. Which is telling me here that, yeah, with this 8 of Swords, right, this is definitely having some sort of mental block around something, not seeing things clearly or not seeing yourself clearly, truly, right? Very trapped by outside opinion. There's just this level of not necessarily being comfortable with all of the attention. I just feel like that. Like, this person just might naturally be very magnetic, very attractive. But again, like, they're none the wiser for it. Like, they don't know that about themselves, and or they don't utilize it or walk in that way, right? Do you see what I'm saying? They don't carry themselves like that. And not that they don't take care of themselves or present themselves in the right way. It's just, you know, the difference here, especially when it just comes to people, like, it's like, how could I say this, Divine? You know, there's some people who know that they're attractive, right? They know that they get a lot of attention. They know that they have that quality, and you can tell, right? And then there's other people that have that quality, but they're not aware of it. They're not aware of it. But with this Judgment card, I do feel like this soulmate connection might make them more aware of that, and or the divine might be trying to call them out of this 8 of Swords energy. Yeah, because it definitely feels like a comfort zone for this person, and or it's like there's an awakening here with the Judgment. Because I feel like for some of them, the attention that they get might trigger something within them. I'm just going to say that. So it might cause them to be a little trapped in their mind, and or just bring up some uncomfortable energy or emotions or experiences for this person. But again, I feel like with the Judgment card, it's awakening. Like, this person is starting to see themselves, maybe the way that the world sees them or the way that other people see them, and not feel indifferent about that, or not feel ashamed, like not feel crossed about it, right? Or just resistant to it. So this person's definitely coming out of maybe a phase or a season of insecurity. That was a really deep dive, but okay, what's the overall message about this soulmate for Taurus Gemini? But with the Judgment, that means that the Divine is definitely pulling them out of that. So this Eight of Swords energy isn't going to last for long, and or maybe no longer exist in them, but it was at one point. I think that that might be something important for you to know here, Taurus Gemini, about this soulmate, especially in the realm of learning and understanding love languages. Okay? Feels like this star and sun energy plays into, the star, the sun, and this Eight of Swords plays into this love language somehow. Okay, what's the overall energy of this soulmate, or what else do you Taurus Geminis need to know about this soulmate? Thank you so much. Okay. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords. So yeah, I mean, I feel like that's just where this person is. And under this Judgment, the Divine is calling them kind of out on their insecurities a little bit here, getting them to embrace this star energy and this sun energy that they naturally carry, as opposed to be up in their head about it, overly concerned about it, worried about it. Like, again, I feel like there might be some trauma around that. Something about attention or getting attention just triggers this person, I feel like. And again, I feel like there's trauma around that. Okay, so that might be, again, why this love language card is out, that there's something really important to know about that Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords energy. Okay, but it has almost kind of put them at a standstill. Like I said, it's like the Divine is trying to call them out of this Eight of Swords and this Nine of Swords right now, to face and accept that, yeah, they have a bit of a star quality. Like, yes, all eyes on you isn't necessarily a bad thing, and or, yeah, I'm really picking up on heavy trauma. So when it comes to that, because for some people that can be a little scary, right? Everybody looking at you, everybody watching you. Again, not to touch on anything. Well, I guess I'm going to have to, because they're not letting me not. This could be like a situation where, as far as the trauma is concerned, like, let's say they might have been sexually assaulted because of the, you see what I'm saying? It's like, or they might experience a lot of stalker type of energy, or, you know, people being overly obsessed, or, you know, something like that. Okay, so there could be a little bit of that. But I feel like that's what's maybe held this person back with the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, whatever that experience is, because it made them feel negative about the attention that they get, that it's not a good thing, right? Because of the experiences that it's caused them, or what they've encountered because of the attention. Okay, all right, we'll leave that there. Tell me more about this love language energy. What is Taurus Gemini learning and understanding about the love languages when it comes to this soulmate, Divine? Thank you so much. Tell me more about love language. Knight of Cups. There we go. So there's that affection, that tenderness, that sweetness. Okay. Others of you, if this isn't like sexual assault as far as that trauma, I'm sorry, I have to go back into it with the Knight of Pentacles. For the Knight of Cups to come out as the love language, this could be like, if this is somebody who is in the limelight and is maybe very insecure about that, it's maybe because a lot of the people they've come in contact with, or who they attract, are people who maybe want them for their money, or their pentacle, or their success, or what they have materially. Okay, like if this is like, you know, limelight, celebrity type status for some of you. All right, so that might be a bit of what we're dealing with here, or what you're dealing with here, Taurus Gemini. So that could be why it's like overthinking it, over concerned about it, because they maybe experienced a lot of people just wanting them for their money or for their material. Okay, and that's where the relationship and the connection stops, right? Knight of Pentacles. But for this love language, and that's not going to be for all of you, remember, take what resonates, okay? But for this Knight of Cups to be here in the love language, it's like it's essential to learn this in order to meet each other's emotional needs. Okay, so there is this need to be very gentle with this person, or this person maybe needs to know that they have to be very gentle with you. Like if this is you dealing with something like that, Taurus, Gemini, okay, or having to come out of this Eight of Swords and Nine of Swords energy. But I think there's a lot of capacity here for you guys to be emotional supports for one another, okay? Tell me more about this Knight of Cups energy for love language. Yeah, Ace of Swords. Okay, so we're seeing that clearly, right? This is also telling me that truth is a love language. Being very honest, upfront, and clear and transparent is going to be a huge love language that will help you and this soulmate here, Taurus, Gemini, embrace this new chapter between each other, okay? And what I'm saying with the Knight of Cups and the Ace of Swords, that's saying that you need to be very honest and truthful and upfront about what you feel. Honest, truthful, upfront about what you feel. So not hiding your emotions, not hiding what you're thinking, what you're feeling, not withholding affection and any of that. It's like that's what's going to be important. Being very clear about what you feel, no matter what it is, right? So for some of you, if it's you in this Eight of Swords energy and this Nine of Swords dealing with some anxiety around the public eye and or around the level of attention that you get, or maybe this is even Taurus, Gemini, you might be nervous and concerned about the level of attention that your soulmate gets. You see how that might play out? Might be a little nervous about that. But you got to be honest about that. Be truthful, okay? Be open and understand and learn each other in that way. But I think truth is going to be the key here. So not holding back, not sugarcoating anything, not necessarily being aggressive or rude or mean with it. That's not what we're saying, because we have the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups ain't mean. This is sweet talking. This is gentle. This is all the sweet nothings. Do you know what I mean? Like very tender energy. So there's a need to be tender with one another, especially when it comes to the truth. Okay? Especially when it comes to the truth. Now, if this was the Knight of Swords, we'd be saying something different, right? But because it's the Knight of Cups, you have to share your truth and be very clear from a very genuine, soft, open type of way, compassionate type of way, okay? Tell me more about this love language for Taurus, Gemini, and their person. Yeah, the Magician. I just heard making something happen. So this might be, and that could definitely be a love language, right? Where, let's say, and I'm gonna just put it on you, Taurus, Gemini, okay? Let's say you communicate to your person, you know, I'd really like it if I had, and this is kind of random, but if it's like, I don't know, I wish I had like a built-in bookshelf or like a closet or like something like that. It's like, and then this person goes out and makes it happen. I feel like with the Ace of Swords, there's also a need to listen. So as much as someone maybe wants to speak, it's like listening to what their partner expressed as their wants or their emotional needs and making it happen, rising to the occasion, aligning themselves to do it. I think that is going to be the key here, okay? So again, it's going to be very, very important for you to tune in and tap into what this person is saying and this person doing the same for you in order to make the magic happen between you two, the Magician, right? So it would be like, oh, you remembered when I said that? Like you might only, you know what I mean? It's like that might be important. They overheard you talking about something and then they make it happen and then it's like, oh, yes. You know what I mean? That's really sweet. That's nice. People like that, right? But I think at the end of the day, listening and being there for each other emotionally, creating a safe space to express emotions, Knight of Cups, from an honest space. So again, you don't have to necessarily sugarcoat what you're saying, but it's not being said to kind of like hurt each other. It's not stabs and jabs. It's divine clarity, right? Higher levels of consciousness and awareness. So there is something, like I said, there's something about this connection between you two, Taurus, Gemini, that challenges you both to maybe manifest, create, go about things in a new way, okay, with that Magician. And with the Magician and the Ace of Swords being heavy divine energy, it does feel like there is a lot of spiritual connection between you two, okay? Tell me more about these love language. Clarify the Magician for Taurus, Gemini when it comes to love languages. Okay, 10 of Swords. So now you have the 8 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, and the 10 of Swords. Okay, other things. This Magician energy can also be kind of tricky, okay? This is what I mean by transparency is the key. Having to be open and very honest and very clear about what each other's emotional needs are. Because it definitely feels like if there's any manipulation, and I think that would go back to what we were talking about over here with the 8 of Swords and the 9 of Swords. This person has maybe been manipulated in the past on both ends of the spectrum, right? I feel like I don't want to rehash what we talked about over here. If you need to, go ahead and rewind the video. But it's like if that presence or the energy of being manipulated or manipulative shows up and surface, that's what could actually sever this. Not 10 of Swords. And or this is someone learning that whatever manipulative tactics that they have had in the past has to come to an end. Like you can't manipulate this person or they can't manipulate you. See what I'm saying? And especially with the Ace of Swords here, this tells me that the divine gives them the truth. So you don't try to lie about anything, Taurus, Gemini, or this might be something that you might have to tell your person. Don't lie to me about anything. Because with the Ace of Swords, that means the divine gives this person the truth or gives you the truth. Will always give you clarity. Okay? No matter what they try to pull over your eyes or what they try to align or what type of show they might try to put on, the divine will always show them the truth. So it's important that the truth is always spoken. Okay? Because it definitely feels like maybe both of you or one of you is like you're done with the games. And playing and being manipulative and, saying one thing but feeling the other, or feeling one thing and saying the other, not being very authentic and truthful with Knight of Cups, with what you guys feel. This could be both of you done with the games. Okay? So now the new love language is truth, honesty. Okay? What's the overall message here for Taurus, Gemini, and their soulmate in the love language here? What's the overall message for love language for Taurus, Gemini? And I think here too, Taurus, Gemini, if this is you, yeah, you got temperance, right? That something needs to change, right? You've been through all of that before. You've been through the games. You've done the games. You've played the games. It's like, I'm hanging up my hat. I'm done. 10 of Swords. Okay? And for some of you, for some of you, that might definitely be the challenge here. Because again, it's like the temperance angel. Something has to shift. Temperance comes out when there's a change that needs to happen for the highest good of everybody involved. Okay? Something has to shift here with the temperance. This also tells me that there may need to be some patience with this energy, especially if, again, from the 8 of Swords, the 9 of Swords to the 10 of Swords, if one of you, or maybe both of you, take it how it resonates, have had some difficult times in the past, right? Definitely when it comes to maybe manipulative people and or energies. So again, I feel like there could be the risk here, Taurus, Gemini, of you both bringing baggage into this connection. As far as I was manipulated a lot in the past. One of you might have taken on those manipulative tactics in order to protect yourself, right? You see what I'm saying? The other just might be totally shut off from it. It just feels like that. Like both of you have maybe been through some things, right? Have some healing to do. But temperance is here to support you. Absolutely. But I do feel like this is also saying that there has to be a commitment to doing it differently. There has to be a commitment to operating in a new way, creating a new reality, Magician energy, right? So it doesn't have to mirror the past. It can be something different. And I think that's what Temperance is trying to say. Be patient with each other as you learn the love languages and understand why your person, or understand why you need that love language from your person. Do you understand? Like, getting to the root of it all. That's going to take some time. So give each other the space, the time, and the room to grow. But what's going to be absolutely key here, Taurus Gemini, is honesty. And not just honesty in a general sense, but being very honest about what you feel. Knight of Cups. Okay? All right. Let's see what this new chapter is all about. Okay, thank you so much, Divine. Tell me what this new chapter is about for Taurus Gemini. Ooh. New chapter is about learning. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. It's about learning. It's about studying. It's about getting to know one another on a new level, on a deeper level, no matter where you are, whether this has always been surface and now you're digging deeper, whether this is new and it's just, okay, we're ready to learn, whether this is old and it's like, okay, let's put that chapter of our connection in the past, start something over. It's about learning. Okay? It's about learning. A fresh start is always good for everyone. And I think that's what this Temperance Angel is trying to usher in for you all. A fresh start, a new beginning. Okay? Tell me more about this new chapter for Taurus Gemini. Two of Pentacles. Okay? Doors are opening for this new phase within your love life. So this is what I feel. Some of you might have to or will be doing this kind of juggling act between how you used to go about things and the new way of doing it. Okay? So this is telling me that maybe both of you, or some of you, or one of you, okay, has a habit here of operating in a particular mode, mindset, energy. And I'm going to say mindset because you have the 8 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, and the 10 of Swords. So it's kind of like wanting to fall back into that old mindset, but knowing that you have to apply something new here in order for it to work. So it's like, doing this a little bit. But it's a learning process, which is also why the Temperance Angel would come out and say, please be patient with this person. Or be patient with yourself, Taurus Gemini, if this is you. Like, I want this new beginning. I want to have something new, but I'm still trying to transition and move through this 10 of Swords. So it's a learning process. So if you can extend patience to yourself, extend it to your partner. Hopefully they can do the same for you, okay? Tell me more about this new chapter for Taurus Gemini. Page of Swords. New perspective, like I said. New mind, new thoughts is what you're going to have to try to implement and learn to apply here. Learn how to see things in a new way. Like I said, with the 8 of Swords. Someone doesn't see things clearly or see themselves clearly, or again, it's just very used to having a particular experience, maybe based on status or wherever they are. Take it how it resonates, okay? Tell me more about this new chapter. So not only is this new chapter about learning how to invest your time, your money, and your resources wisely, it's also learning how to see things from a different point of view, learning that your vision isn't necessarily the whole picture. That's also the message here with the Page of Swords. That what you see and how you perceive isn't always law and accurate, right? So there has to be some wiggle room there, because you may perceive someone's action as one thing, but their intention and where they were coming from, it might have been totally different and not how it was meant to be perceived or received. So you have to have that flexibility here with this person and or within yourself to adapt new perspectives and believe, right? A little bit. It's going to take a lot. I definitely feel that. To trust and to believe that, okay, this person isn't trying to manipulate me, even though maybe that's how it came across, or maybe it's mirrored from a past situation. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot to work through here, Taurus Gemini. I don't feel like this is going to be necessarily easy breezy, you know, easy peasy lemon squeezy here, but worth it, because definitely a love connection. Love it. The lovers. Right? There, like I said, there might be a lot of spiritual energy here between you two. And again, this might be a soulmate connection that helps you grow and learn. Obviously, we see that here. Soulmate connection that helps you grow, helps you learn, all right, and helps you usher in some form of change and or balance within yourself, okay? So this is a destined soulmate for you. A fated soulmate, I would say, right? It's fated for you two to come together in order to learn more and understand about love language, what no longer works for you, what does work for you, learn more about yourself so you guys maybe reflect each other's pain in that way. All right? Which is nice. It's absolutely nice. What's the overall message here for this new chapter that Taurus Gemini needs to know? Thank you so much, Divine. Overall message here for this new chapter, King of Pentacles. So this situation, this new chapter is going to be stable. It's going to have an air of stability to it, right? The King of Pentacles is definitely committed, right? This would be the ideal partner when it comes to the kings because they are financially stable. They're very generous, right? They like to commit, right? The King of Pentacles is the one that likes to commit and see things through. They like to grow with people. And I think that that's why this is like a destined soulmate, lover's energy between you two. Because with the Two of Pentacles, it also could be that maybe that's not something you've experienced in the past, right? Maybe it hasn't always been stable, or you've had partners that have been kind of back and forth, a little iffy, a little shaky. You know what I mean? A little 1 foot in the door, 1 foot out. This King of Pentacles is 2 feet in. Door closed. Here, present, ready, okay? And that's going to be something to adjust to. Ooh. Temperance adjustment. That's going to be something to adjust to, especially because some of you, one of you, both of you, okay, maybe one of you, and I kind of feel like it might be you, Taurus Gemini. And it doesn't have to be, could be the other person, okay, take it how it resonates, but someone in this connection is very used to being manipulated, and so it might just be a little scarred, might be, you know, a little hesitant to fully trust, right? So that might be something that this soulmate is going to help you work through, because you could trust the King of Pentacles for sure, because they move how they say they're going to move. They do what they say they're going to do. There's no wishy-washiness. There's no, you know, getting blown this way by the wind, going that way by the wind, and oh, I'm with you today, not into you tomorrow. There's none of that, right? There's a warmth that also comes with the King of Pentacles as well. So very, very beautiful energy. It does feel like this new chapter in love for you, Taurus Gemini, is really going to grow you in a very, very, very beautiful way, as long as you're open to it, all right? Definitely let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. This has been your general love message reading here at Cusp of Roses. I thank you guys for tuning in. If you enjoyed this reading, if you resonated with it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. I truly appreciate it. It definitely helps out my channel. And I will see you all in our next reading, all right? Namaste.